TTD Bhakti TV presenting, Gotra, Hindu Culture Part 4. In Hindu culture, the term Gotra is considered to be equivalent to lineage. It broadly refers to people who are descendants in an unbroken male line from a common male ancestor or patrilineage. 6. Maharshi Atri Gotra. In Hinduism, Sage Atri is a legendary bard and scholar, and a son of Brahma, and one of the Saptrishis in the 7th, i.e. the present Manvantara. Sage Atri is also a rishi present in all Manvantaras. He was among the 3 main seers who propounded the sacred thread, after Brihaspati, which has 3 strands symbolizing creation, Brahma and the letter A, sustenance, Vishnu and the letter U, and dissolution, Shiva M, and the letter M. Aumom. Atri Gotra is from the lineage of Brahmarshi Atri and Anusuya Devi. Brahmarshi Atri is the seer of the 5th mandala, book, of the Rigveda. He had many sons, including Soma, Tipta, and Ravasa. Atri's wife is Anasuya or Anusuya Devi, a daughter of Kadama Prajapati and an embodiment of chastity. Sri Rama, the son of King Dashrata, visited Atri Maharshi's ashram during his 14 years of stay in the forest. It was Sage Atri who showed the way to the Nakaranya forest to Sri Rama, after showering his hospitality on him. There were also other great rishis in that line, Mugala, Urtarlaki, Shakalayani, Chandogya, etc. Atri Samhita and Atri Smriti are 2 works attributed to Atri. Section 2. 1 Harita Gotra, 2 Viswamitra Gotra, 3 Vashishtar Gotra, 4 Wadla Gotra, 5 Upmanyu Gotra, 6 Shonaka Gotra and 7 Sankriti Gotra. 1. Harita Gotra. Harita was one of the great kings of Suryavansha. Brahmins with Harita Gotra are the descendants of Harit. The Pravara of this Gotra is Angaras, Ambrisha, Yuvanaswa. Ambrisha and Yuvanaswa were also great kings of Suryavansha and ancestors of Lord Rama. In the Vishnu Purana it is said, the son of Ambrisha, the son of Mandatri, was Yuvanaswa, his son was Harita, from whom the Angarasa Haritas were descended. Sri Ramanuja was also of Harita Gotra. 2. Brahmarshi Viswamitra Gotra. Brahmarshi Vishwamitra is one of the most venerated rishis or sages of ancient times in India. He is also credited as the author of most of Mandala 3 of the Rigveda. The story of Vishwamitra is narrated in the Balkand of Sri Valmiki Ramayana. The Mahabharata adds that sage Vishwamitra's relationship with Menaka resulted in a daughter, Shakuntala, whose story is narrated in the Adiparva of the Mahabharata. Brahmarshi Vishwamitra was a king in ancient India, also called Kaushik Aa, the descendant of Kusha. He was a valiant warrior and the great-grandson of a great king named Kusha. The Valmiki Ramayana, prose 51 of Balarkanda, starts the legend of Vishwamitra. Gauri's son is this great saint of great resplendence, Vishwamitra. Regarding sage Vishwamitra not much familiar points are only told. It is taken for granted readers are familiar to Vishwamitra much than other sages. The Vishnu Purana and Harumasha chapter 27, dynasty of Amavasu, of Mahabharata narrates the birth of Vishwamitra. 3. Birth of Brahmarshi Vishwamitra. According to Vishnu Purana 2, Kushika married a damsel belonging to Parukutsa dynasty and had a son by name Gali who had a daughter named Satyavati, not to be confused with Satyavati of Mahabharata. Satyavati was married to an old Brahmin known as Richika who was foremost among the race of Bhriku. Richika desired a son having the qualities of a Brahmin, and so he gave Satyavati a sacrificial offering, Charu, which he had prepared to achieve this objective. He also gave Satyavati's mother another Charu to make her conceive a son with the character of a Kshatriya at her request. But Satyavati's mother privately asked Satyavati to exchange her Charu with her. This resulted in Satyavati's mother giving birth to Vishwamitra, the son of a Kshatriya Gari with the qualities of a Brahmin, and Satyavati gave birth to Jamadargni, the father of Parsurama, a Brahmin with qualities of a Kshatriya. After many trials and undergoing many austerities, Vishwamitra at last obtained the title of Brahmarishi from Vashishta himself. During this time he had a daughter named Shakuntala, who appears in the Mahabharata, with Menak Aa, an Apsara in the court of Indra. Son of Shakuntala became a great emperor. He came to be known as Emperor Bharata, and it is in his name that the land of India got its name Bharat.